Under Donald Trump, Republicans, and Republican policies, women have lost rights, transgender people have lost rights, immigrants have, of course, lost rights, hell, tourists have lost rights, and they're not done yet. They want to take even more rights away from women. They want to take rights away from gay people. They're actually seriously considering doing away with gay marriage again. So rights are under attack for basically everybody that's not a straight, well-to-do, white, Christian male here in the United States. If you fall into that very narrow category, things are probably pretty good in this country for you and you don't think there's any issues. But for the tens of millions of people who are not a straight, well-to-do, white Christian male, things are getting tougher by the day. And that, of course, is why the international nonprofit watchdog organization CIVIVUS has now listed the United States as one of several countries that is on a human rights threat list. Let me read you this. Restrictive executive orders, unjustifiable institutional cutbacks, and intimidation tactics through threatening pronouncements by senior officials in the administration are creating an atmosphere to chill democratic dissent, a cherished American ideal. The Trump administration seems hell-bent on dismantling the system of checks and balances, which are the pillars of a democratic society. Gross abuses of executive power raise serious concerns over the freedoms of peaceful assembly, expression, and association. Americans across the political spectrum are appalled by the undemocratic actions of the current administration. And that is from, again, CIVIVUS, independent, nonprofit, international watchdog. And they are now saying that things have gotten so bad in the United States, we've had to put them on the human rights watch list. Because people are losing their rights. They clearly have a despot sitting in the White House, a guy that is ignoring checks and balances by refusing to comply with court orders, the mass firings of government officials, him using the Department of Justice to target his political enemies, Miles Taylor, Chris Krebs. He issued an executive order for the DOJ to investigate these men to find any crime he could prosecute them for. We're going to hell faster than anyone could have imagined would be possible. I mean, if you look at what's happened, right? 100 days into this administration, all the horrible things, the economic destruction, all of it put together. Everything that's happened in this first 100 days is what all of us assumed was going to happen over the span of 4 years. But it didn't even take 4 years. It took 3 months before international groups had to say, hey, wait a minute, you guys are losing your human rights. We have tourists trying to come into this country that are detained for days and then deported because they didn't make hotel reservations. But they did make hotel reservations. They just didn't make enough for every night they'd be in town. Yeah, I'd say we're losing our rights. And this is what we've lost in just 100 days. I shudder to think where we're going to be at the end of this administration. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.